So, you've come onto YouTube and you are looking for some dietary, some health advice. So, first of all, welcome to the biggest freak show on the internet. To start things off, I want to say that there's no perfect, optimal diet for any one person. There is no perfection in diet or lifestyle. And I see this with a lot of people that we want to figure out this magic way to eat. For some reason, we think there's perfection in life. And, you know, we look at other people that have the results that we desire and we say, if I copy every single thing that that person does specifically, I'll get the same results as that person. Now, logically, this makes a lot of sense, right? But the problem with that is you're not that person. You are your own individual self. So when we look for advice, we should always be thinking how this applies to us. What can I take from what this person's doing and apply that to my life, apply that to what I'm doing, my own specific body type? Because we all have so many different factors that go into how what we do every day impacts us. So there's no one way of doing things. There's so many different routes you can go, especially within veganism. I mean, there is no one vegan diet that we all follow. It is the exclusion of animal products, but at the same time, there's so many different things that you can do, so many macronutrients you can experiment with. There's juicing, there's the fruit diet, there's the whole foods diet, there's the starch solution, there's raw till 4, there's every single kind of diet that you would want to follow is within the realm of veganism, and it's open to people, and one of them is not necessarily going to work for you. All of them might not work for you. You might have to do your own thing. Another big problem that I see all the time is people who go looking for advice and they don't take it as a serious life-changing moment for them. They take it as a temporary solution. They've dug themselves in a hole and they're looking for a short stint where they change their diet, they change what they eat, and they do a little bit of exercise and they expect to get perfect results and that they can then go back to eating the way they've been eating or doing what dug them in that hole in the first place. And they expect to see huge changes or lasting changes. And the reason that that's just crazy is that what dug you in that hole in the first place could have taken years for your health to decline as it has. And we see this with people with heart disease. Heart disease is something that develops over years and years and years. And reversing a condition like that or improving your cardiovascular health is going to take so much more time than we really dedicate to it at first. So that's another reason that people are really dissatisfied with advice online, is because going into it they have the wrong mentality. They don't expect to make, you know, a lasting change, or they don't look at it that way. They see it as a means to an end, short term, that they can then, you know, drop and just go back to what they were doing before. And this isn't to say that we can't learn from someone. So when you see somebody who's getting the results that they have and you follow their advice and it doesn't pan through, does that mean that their advice is no good? And obviously that's not true, because they're following that advice. That advice at least got them to where they got those results that you wanted. So that doesn't mean that the advice is crap. It just means that the advice didn't work for you. So the next time you try to bash someone who's done years and years of hard work and is trying to give you advice that worked for them to maybe help you, you know, maybe you can look at it in that perspective, and you have to do some digging for yourself. You have to search for what works for you. And it will take more time, and that is frustrating, but don't take out that frustration on other people who are trying to help you, because that's just a dick move. And we see that all the time. And people want to look like smart asses, like they know everything, like, oh, this diet doesn't work, this guy's full of shit, this guy's dumb. And it's like, that's just a cheap shot, you know? the real reality is that that just didn't work for you. That really is a cheap shot, you know, to try to make somebody look bad and make somebody look like an idiot online who was just trying to help you in the first place. So we can still learn from people, even if their advice doesn't work for them. And we can still respect them if that advice didn't translate over to us. And I think that's something that is largely lost on the internet, is that we don't really remember that that person is really just trying to help us to start off with. Regardless of how crazy they might deliver their information, how they might come off, they're putting themselves out there in a positive light. You know, and maybe they've had similar problems to us in the past and they got over them in a certain way, but that doesn't mean it won't pan out the same way for us. So we do have to do a little more work. We do have to do a little more searching and take some more time and find out what really does work. And this doesn't mean that vegan diets don't work for everyone. There's so many different ways you can follow a vegan diet. There is no one way to do things. There's so many different ways. There might not even be one specific way that works for you. There might be multiple ways that you can go that will get you to where you want to be, that will get you on the right track. And the main thing when you look at other people is just to experiment, just to try things, and don't be afraid of failing. You know, because failure, you know, Thomas Edison famously said that, I think he tried, you know, hundreds of thousands of different elements before he found the right combination that would work to make the light bulb. And he said that he was getting results. He found 1,000 ways to not make a light bulb before he found the one right way. So sometimes it just might be that way. Sometimes you might have to find 1,000 different combinations of diets or a combination of foods that don't work before you find the right way. Don't get discouraged. You know, keep moving forward. Keep trying new things. It isn't that there's anything wrong with you, that you're the one person that nothing works for you, and you know, you're just never gonna get it right. Just, you gotta keep trying. You gotta keep trying new things. So that's kind of my thoughts on this whole advice online and how it's been panning out, and how there's so much frustration, and you know, this side says one thing and this side says the other, and they both disagree and clash. It's fat on the one side and carbs on the other, and it's just so, it's pretty fucking ridiculous. And nobody out there is just saying both of those things may work for different people, and that's just, it's just reality. It's just life. So I hope you guys got something from this video. I hope it helped you, and wherever you're at in life right now, if you know you're looking for health and you're looking for improvements in your diet and lifestyle, I hope that you know you can take something from this video, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Thank you.